And one of my favorite items, and it's so funny because I've sold a lot of things in the almost 25 years that I've been here at HSN. This is basically a legacy item that when you do something right, you just keep doing it, but it's the only place in America you can actually get the 2-pack. John Florell is here. A little bit goes a long way. So, John, you gotta do kind of the broad strokes. If someone hasn't seen the Regency Gold before, let's compare this to what they do right now and what this does and how it does it, if we can.
You know, that's a great idea. And what most people do, see, this is a liquid polish. It's been around for a long time. Like you said, Shannon, it's been around since 1895, originally made in and developed in England by a wood craftsman. And it's not like these other products that everybody has at home. Like we've all had, you know, tried the old paste wax. In fact, I've got a piece of oak here. It's an oak chair leg. And here's what most people will do. You take your cloth, and this is the way they, you know, that you're supposed to do this. You dip it in the wax like this. You get the wax on the cloth, and then you smear that onto your wood furniture. Now, once you've got the wax smeared onto your furniture, you buff, and then you buff, and you buff, and you buff, and you buff, until it starts to shine. Now, most people might be happy with the shine that you get from a paste wax, and really that's not too bad. But watch the difference now with Regency Gold, because like I said, it's a liquid polish. You're going to take any small bowl or bin that you have at home, shake the bottle really well, and pour a little bit into the bottom of that little bowl. And then take any soft cloth that you might have. Go to your rag bag. I've got an old T-shirt that I cut into pieces here. Maybe it's an old sheet or what. Anything soft that's not going to scratch, and then saturate the cloth. But here's the secret. Wring out as much of the Regency Gold back out of that cloth as you can, okay? So you don't want it super wet. You wring it out as good as you can, and then you don't throw this away. You pour it right back into the bottle. So you're only using a few drops at a time. It's very, very economical to use. Now with Regency Gold, you'll notice I'm not wearing rubber gloves. I don't have a gas mask or a face mask on. Look at this. The same piece of wood with Regency Gold, what it does is it cleans, polishes, and feeds your wood. It's good for your wood furniture. It's almost like a conditioner, but look how it brings back the natural beauty, the natural glow, and the natural shine of your wood furniture. And again, that's with no caustic chemicals. So you can use Regency Gold on just about any type of wood, even painted wood. All right, maybe it's the banisters, or maybe it's a chair rail, or it could be crown molding, or door or window jambs. Look at this, door jambs or window sills. Look at how that brings it back. It could be the kids' furniture in the kids' room that maybe they colored outside the lines. Now you can clean that, and it brings it back to that natural shine of the finish. And whether you've got old wood furniture, like this is an old piece of mahogany from an antique chair, or brand new furniture, it doesn't matter with Regency Gold. You take that same cloth and go from one piece of furniture to the next, to the next, to the next. Here, I'm gonna do half of this to show you a little bit of a before and after here, okay? And remember, it doesn't matter, Shannon, what type of furniture you have. Whether it's old or new, whether it's oak, mahogany, teak, cherry, pine, maple. Here, I just did half of that. I'm going to stand this up so you guys can see.
Wow.
Look at that's what it did look like. And this is what the natural look of that wood is. That's beautiful mahogany. And it looks wet, but it's not. You know, that's the thing. It brings back the natural finish of your wood furniture. So if you have a piece of, well, here, I've got a piece of laminate. And, you know, not all furniture is supposed to be shiny. Look at these hardwood floors. Now, on hardwood floors, take 1 cup of Regency Gold, mix it with a half a gallon of mop to water, and just use a sponge mop on your floors. So you'll be amazed at the difference. If you have any type of woodwork around your home, kitchen cabinet doors, you know those embarrassing heat rings or watermarks that a lot of us get on our furniture? that's usually just a discoloration in the wax buildup on your furniture. So if you can remove the wax buildup using Regency Gold, you'll also remove that heat ring or that watermark too.
I think it's genius. So, John, you mentioned it won't put a false shine on the wood. What do you mean when you say that?
Well, look, Shannon, that first piece of wood that I showed you, that really high gloss piece of oak, it brings back the glossy finish to that. But something that's not glossy, like a matte finish, like this piece of laminate, and maybe it's wood paneling around your home, it's not going to give it a false shine. So what it will do is it removes the years of wax buildup, the smoke, the dust, the dirt, the fingerprints and smudge marks, and brings it back to that beautiful matte glow.
Oh, wow,
So
John,
instead of giving you a
nice.
false shine, yeah, it's beautiful. It restores the look of your wood furniture. And you know where most people tell me, Shannon, that they love it to use it is in like kitchen cabinet doors, because let's face it, the cooking grease and smoke that builds up on your kitchen cabinet doors over time, take that cloth and watch this, because if you just use it on your kitchen cabinet doors, I think it's worth it just for that alone.
Holy
Look
cow.
at the difference.
So, John, you're telling me too, I mean, yes, it restores the look of the wood, but that'll also help repel the other, like, grease, and when we're cooking, it keeps it clean longer too, right?
Yeah, well, because you're not leaving a sticky residue behind, like with other, you know the sprays, the duster sprays. You spray it on your furniture like a dining room table, and then you wipe your fingers over it, and it leaves smear marks behind. That's the silicone that's in those. And so there's no waxes, no silicones, no abrasives. And so you'll dust less often when you use Regency Gold. And I've got several different types of wood in this piece. Okay, this is a beautiful piece. You wouldn't know it from underneath all that dust and dirt. But look at this. Again, new furniture, old furniture, it restores the beauty, the luster, and the shine of your woodwork around the house. I'll tell you what, on hardwood floors alone, you'll love it. On kitchen cabinet doors, but every piece of woodwork or piece of wood furniture around your home, you're going to absolutely love the way Regency Gold restores it and brings it back to life.
Hey, John,
and again,
John, just
no
as a
rubber
rule
gloves.
of thumb, because you get the 2 bottles, this is an HSN exclusive. I mean, the formula's been around for over 100 years. People always ask how many applications, but it kind of depends on how much area you're doing. If you are doing hardwood floors, then get more than one for sure. But people see you pouring it back into the bottle. That does not affect the effectiveness when you do that, right?
Not at all, not at all. So yeah, if you missed the beginning, I poured some Regency Gold into a little measuring bowl, and then I soaked my cloth in it, and then wrung out the excess out of the cloth and poured what was left in here back in the bottle so you can reuse it later. With Regency Gold, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, and again, look at this one cloth that I've been going from one piece of furniture to the next to the next. Look at this. Even on antique furniture, think about, you go to maybe it's a flea market or garage sales, or, maybe it's that piece that's up in the attic that you've been thinking about restoring. Instead of going through all the work of sanding and refinishing, try Regency Gold first. The luster and shine of that beautiful furniture might just pop through using Regency Gold and save you a lot of work, a lot of elbow grease.
Well, and John, I love it when you point out that you use the same cloth. Show them what you're going to do next, though. I love this demonstration.
Yeah, this is a piece of teak, okay? And teak it absorbs a lot. With teak, you're going to absolutely, if you have teak furniture, lucky enough to have it, you're going to love the way Regency Gold brings that back to life, too. Perfect for on a boat. The woodwork in an RV, any woodwork around your home, even again on painted wood, if you've got, this is kind of like distressed painted furniture back here on the backs of these chairs. And with Regency Gold, you can take that same cloth and go from one piece of furniture to the next, to the next, to the next. We use it weekly for dusting around the house because, I mean, you don't have to, what I love about it is it doesn't leave that sticky residue behind. So you notice your furniture doesn't really attract dust like it used to.
No, it's brilliant. Well, John, it's always good to see you. Thanks for taking time out of your night to do this, my friend.
Shannon, remember, you got to be good to your wood, right?
You do indeed. You've always got the best lines. Thank you, John. Good to see you. Hey, don't hang up. Remember, that's an exclusive configuration. Speaking of exclusive, have you got our today's special yet? With over